Hello Scorpio, and thank you for being here. This is a general reading for Scorpio's Sun, Moon, and Rising. The messages are guided by Spirit but may not reflect your current circumstances. So check your birth chart for other prominent placements and watch those videos as well. There may be something for you. So let's get into what showed up for you. Spiritual Journey Oracles. Heightened awareness. You are sensing something is shifting beneath the surface, and you are right. Okay, so you know Scorpios are very intuitive, and I feel like when you know something, you know it, you feel it, you sense it, and whatever that is, trust it. I've learned that about Scorpio, and I'm glad I have some in my chart. Intensification. A circumstance has been brought to light and must be addressed. It doesn't have to be anything bad, but it's something that's maybe bubbling up to the surface. Maybe this is that entanglement that needs to be untangled. So it will differ for all of you, I'm sure. Guidance from Spirit. You're in a tough situation and Spirit is ready to offer help if you just ask. So maybe trying to figure out your way through something, knowing that something is about to, get maybe a little bit intense, and needing some help through that. Soul connection. You will soon meet a new person who will play an important role in your life. Now, for some of you, this is absolutely a new person. Soul connections come in many forms. So this can be somebody who's meant to challenge you, somebody who, when you meet them, shows you something about yourself. It's like, oh my gosh, what is this? Maybe it's that. It could be an intensity between the two of you, and you haven't experienced that either before or in a long time. But this person is coming on your path for a reason. Okay, and for some of you, it's a reconciliation. So somebody you may be connected to already, this could be past life. I've learned that this card can go, present lifetime, past lifetime. Reunion with a loved one is on the horizon. Wow. So something entangled is getting kind of untangled, complicated to uncomplicated, and two people coming together potentially. Wow. So I think that's where the fun begins. So let's see how this unravels, shall we? Okay, Spirit, what do you have for Scorpio? Imagine. I love that card. I feel like this is, power manifestation, big time. What you think is what you create. Imagining something into being. Wow. Okay. Well, there's some interesting energy here. Okay, we have truth be told. Honesty with yourself, honesty with another person. I feel like this is about an important conversation, getting things out, maybe clearing up something that felt like kind of a mess or tangled. We have orphaned. Maybe this is a conversation about exiting. As a reader, I look at this as my exit card. This can also be being isolated from something or someone. So perhaps if this is the reconciliation that you have presented here, it requires movement of some sort. You might hear about this. You might talk about this. Poised. Ready. Set. Yeah, this is ready to take action, ready to take a leap. Preparedness. Making something happen. Serendipity. I like this. It feels like, a blessing that comes when you least expect it. Maybe someone is making plans that you're not aware of, and it just kind of hits you. It could be that simple. It could be just a very pleasant surprise. Sorry, I'm turning my fan on myself. Okay, so let's see where we go with this, Scorpio. Let's look at the strongest energy around you. Bottom of the deck, intuition. Yes, you are aware, keenly aware of something happening. You could also be perhaps keeping something to yourself, or someone may be. Okay, we have Wisdom, the Hierophant, the Empress, and the Sun. I feel like something is definitely coming to light. This is a beautiful energy, the Empress, also representing divine feminine energy. But this is about, birthing new ideas. This is creativity and abundance. It's a really beautiful energy. The Sun, happiness, a veil being lifted. We have truth be told here, so perhaps this is something that comes to light. Maybe this is your own realization about something, heightened awareness. Okay, so let's see where we go with this. What else does Scorpio need to know about the energy? Bottom of the deck, we have Navigate Carefully. Let's see what we've got here. Wow. Drawn to you. I love that card. This is a strong connection, a very strong connection. Could be, telepathic. It can be the physical attraction. It is a magnetic kind of pull toward one another. It's powerful. We have regret, forgiveness. So something may have happened in this connection in the past that, perhaps left you feeling out in the cold. Someone needs to fess up, perhaps to untangle this, whatever it was. We have Secret, fresh start, distance, world travel. It could be plans to come and see you. Maybe someone wants a new beginning with you. Maybe they're not telling you that they're making plans to come and see you. It happens out of the blue, surprises you. Okay, well, let me make room for these, and I'm going to put forgiveness and regret together. Let's see where we go with this. This feels very relationshipy to me. I'm going to follow suit like I did for the previous signs, and we'll look at you and them. Let's take a look at this. Energy around Scorpio in this connection. What is their energy regarding this connection? Oh, wow, too many. Too many. I was just told to take the bottom one. Empress. Okay. And we have the King of Wands. Let's keep going. Anything else? Scorpio. Wow, Queen of Swords. Okay. Let's see if anything else comes out. Anything else? Energy around Scorpio regarding this connection. Okay. We have the Three of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. So it feels like Scorpio, you're presenting as the Empress. Came out twice. Perhaps you feel very passionate about the connection you have. I feel like, if there's been a period of waiting to come together, I feel like, there's something you're gaining clarity about, heightened awareness. The Queen of Swords energy is all about clarity. So I feel like you're presenting here as both the Empress and the Queen of Swords. You're trying to, either you've been waiting on something to come together, maybe you've been planning this reconciliation, or you've been wondering what might happen. I feel like, look at this King of Wands energy is looking right at the Empress. I feel like you're very passionate about the connection. Perhaps this King of Wands energy is also, the energy of being powerful, charming, courageous, bold. Maybe, I mean, maybe you're embodying that energy as well. But I feel like this is representing your partner. I think you're thinking of your partner in that regard. I think that there is like a major attraction. There's something here about having to wait for this to come together, though. Maybe this Queen of Swords energy represents someone else. Could be air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I look at this as Libra, but now let's look at your person. Who is Scorpio dealing with? Let's take a look at their person. Anything else? Okay, bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles. A new opportunity. Wow. Okay, we have the Ten of Pentacles. This can be a focus on long-term partnership, on home and stability. That represents, you know, family and money, family money perhaps. We have the Three of Wands. So maybe this is a new journey. It could be a new journey, maybe coming together in long-term relationship with you, reconciliation, building a home together. We have the Hermit. This person's been doing some soul searching, I feel. To me, this feels like soul searching. The Hermit and the Three of Wands is looking at life. You know, what do I want from it? This fresh start could be the start of something long-term and permanent. So maybe you've both been waiting on this. Maybe the clarity needed to come because things were, you know, somehow either, you know, kept quiet, or there was something else going on, and now the veil is lifted, truth be told. Maybe this was just, I needed to go deep. I needed to think about the connection and what this means to me. What do I want? And, you know, the answer feels really clear to me, drawn to you. Ten of Pentacles, that's long term. Anything else for Scorpio's person? Strength, yes. Making that difficult decision, if it is difficult. And again, you know, I was getting a tangled energy or something, you know, like that. And so perhaps what you've both been through has been a bit of a, you know, a complicated situation. So it needed some time, some thought. So let's see what else you need to know. So let's look at the weight. Why the weight? Seven of Pentacles. Oh God, Seven of Pentacles. Okay, and why the Seven of Pentacles? Why the weight? Is this more of a waiting, a longing with the Ace of Wands? Waiting for a passionate new beginning? Let's look at, let's take a deeper look at you, Empress. Let's take a look at the Empress. Why is that here? Knight of Cups. Offering your cup. Waiting for that cup. This can be engagements. This can be, you know, a really sweet apology coming back together. We do have regret and forgiveness here. Let's look at this King of Wands. Yeah, so I feel like you're waiting on this King of Wands to take the next step, to look to the future, to see how bright it is, the sun. Let's look at this Ten of Pentacles energy. Four of Swords, waiting. I feel like this was a bit of a timeout, perhaps. And either it was a time out from another connection, or this is a period of deep introspection with the Hermit here, thinking about long-term happiness and stability. So let's look at Scorpio's person. Anything else for Scorpio's person, please? Whoa. Okay. We have the Empress and the Fool. Wow. If that's not a new beginning. So I feel like this is a leap of faith in your direction. Maybe having to work through some challenges, perhaps with other people. There's a bit of maybe a power struggle here. Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior. A little cautious and worn, but not giving up on this. Anything else? Oh, wow. We've got Judgment and the Tower. That's intense, right? Let's look at the Tower. Why is the Tower here? So I feel like this is a decision maybe made quickly, or something that takes you by surprise. If you've been in this waiting energy. The Lover's the Devil. Wow. That's major. That's, I was just about to say heat. God, I'm sorry. It just came out. That's attraction. That's like lusty. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's like, I've got to do this. I got to have my person. I want my Scorpio. Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I mean, it's like once the decision is made and the wait is over, it's like, you know, yeah, that. It feels like an intensity that builds and builds, and then boom. Yeah, intensification. Exactly. Exactly. Why your person's needing strength, though, is interesting. So let's look at that. Why is strength needed? There was clearly either a falling out or something that went wrong. What went wrong? What went wrong? Okay, well, we have the Page of Wands, and then at the bottom of the deck, the Eight of Cups. Was this really just a decision to make it happen? Yeah, Chariot, deciding, making it happen. Yeah, I feel like it's about decisiveness. This is really what I want. King of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, making it happen. It was just a decision. But once that decision's made, boom. Wow. Okay, romance angels. Let's see what Spirit has to say about this connection. Anything else, please? Scorpio and their person. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh, yes. I'm seeing it. Totally seeing it. Chemistry. Like big time attraction. Holy cow. Yes, that's what I was picking up. Okay, so I have to tell you what I saw. And if any of you are 18 or under 18, you need to click off. Have any of you seen Outlander? The chemistry between Claire and Jamie? Really? If you're smiling and laughing right now, okay, yeah, this is off the charts. Off the friggin' charts. Flirt. When you two come together, it's going to be like, you know, damn it, why did we wait so long? What took us so long to make this decision? It's going to be crazy. This is your soulmate. Absolutely. There's a strong, incredible soul tie here. Yep. Coming back together. And it might as well be the 4th of July when it happens. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Like chemistry. I feel it. Okay. Wow. Dang. Let's look at the lighted pathway and get you some advice. That's a nice reading. You know, if some of you have been going through a tough time in separation, for those of you who know this person and you're coming back together, I do feel like you are feeling very like disconnected from them, and so ready to just put it all out there And this is that a leap of faith or what? And it ends up in just this, beautiful place. I'm not ignoring this energy. It's going to be different for everybody. This can be distance between you. This can be taking a trip together. Maybe you jet off somewhere and, it's like a secret getaway or having some fun together. Maybe the trip to see you is a secret. So, it's going to differ for everybody. But let's see what advice we have for you other than to just relish it. Any other advice for Scorpio, please? Wow, quite a lot. Okay, well, we have apology at the bottom of the deck. So for some of you, there was a falling out, there was some difficulty, but I feel like, this is going to get resolved. We have love. Conflict resolved, yes. Working it out. We have question their intentions. For some of you, that I'm not picking up an ill intent. What I'm picking up is, tell me what you want. What does our connection mean to you? Tell me what you want. Because I've been waiting for this to come together. Now we have this beautiful opportunity at a new beginning. We're mad about each other. Tell me what you want. Missing you. Wow. And then they need help. So perhaps this is, moral support. Maybe it's financial support. If this waiting over here on your end might have been about, money for some of you, that may be the case. They need help. Maybe there has been, some sadness, depression, some other sort of, something that requires a shoulder, a loving, compassionate heart. So that will differ for everybody. But with strength needed, maybe they've been through a tough situation. For some of you, maybe this devil lovers is, leaving toxicity behind, whatever that is. I'm not picking up third party necessarily, but it could be. I mean, we all have our external influences and things going on, but I feel like everything's going to be fine. I'm almost getting like the minute you are in one another's company, it's like conflict what? Do what? That's a Texas thing. Do what? There's no more conflict. Like it just dissolves. It just fizzles. I don't know. I'm just getting this beautiful, I don't know, this serendipitous, gorgeous, how could it get any better kind of an energy. And it might happen when you least expect it. Okay, let's finish up with a message from Spirit for you, Scorpio. Guidance for Scorpio in this situation, please. Guidance for Scorpio. Anything else? Wow, they're flying out. Okay, so that usually means I'm reaching a few groups of people. So these advice cards can apply to you, can apply to your person or anyone else. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so orphaned, some of you are leaving a situation or your person left a situation. We have two cards about relationships ending. If you don't leave on your own, the universe will throw you out. So it could have been this person was in an unhappy or unhealthy situation and left. Okay. If a relationship doesn't last, it maybe the universe was telling you it wasn't supposed to. So, apply that to whatever had to be left behind. Forgiveness is amazingly powerful and liberating. It doesn't mean you permit others to mistreat you, but rather you move on from it. Forgiving, learning. Yeah, so whatever happened, it could be related to another relationship, an external person. You have been pouring yourself into everything and everyone else. What about you? That reminds you to take care of yourself. The person in your thoughts is so grateful to have you in their life. You are a gift to them, their heart's treasure. That's beautiful. Wow. Okay, Scorpio. Wow, what a nice reunion. A rough path maybe to get there, but really nice. Really nice. Yeah, beautiful. I'm going to leave it there.